covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
Attorney-client privileged emails are published following an investigation into a $1 million grant. We'll have the details. And
a lot of the problem has been with the federal bureaucracy, like getting projects done to ensure that our communities are safe.
A call for help from Assemblyman James Gallagher, why he's turning to the president-elect. But first, a Corning mother is still grieving and needing closure after losing 2 sons and possibly a husband in a boat wreck. Tiffany Pomatep has not only lost her sons, but her husband, his best friend, and his cousin, and cousin's 13-year-old son. As we've reported, the family was on board a crabbing boat near Bodega Bay on November 2nd. Right now, the 13-year-old cousin is the only confirmed survivor. 17-year-old JJ's body has been recovered. Tuesday, searchers found a second body, but still no word on who that was. They have not released the identity yet. Pomatep says that all she can do now is stay strong for her 3 living sons.
It was hard to let my 9-year-old know. He cried a lot. They're so young and they won't know who their brothers and dad are.
Now, this isn't the only tragedy the family has experienced. Action News Now spoke with Pomatep in 2017 when she and her son survived the Rancho Tehama mass shooting. She says she was shot 5 times trying to shield her family. Johnny was then 10 years old. He was shot twice. Jake was 7 years old, was shot once. And now we're taking a look at the Sundial Bridge, all lit up on this Friday evening over the Sacramento River there in Redding. And Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon joins us now with a look at the forecast.
That's right. We had a bunch of showers this week. We get a little bit of a break today in terms of being dry. We'll stay dry for another day, but there are more storms headed our way. Let's look at the radar. Well, remember yesterday at this time, it was, I wouldn't say it was completely hostile, because I did mention yesterday it was a docile radar overall, but we did have some anomalies in there in terms of thunderstorm development, moving into the burn scar where we saw the yellows, the reds, the oranges, the heavier rain. We had some hail as well, and the winds picked up with those storms. Then we had the flood warnings, but now a very sliver, a shadow of what the radar was just a day ago, and the mountains are still looking at some of that snow. My clicker just does not want to do its thing today. Here we go. Okay, we'll go to the winds now. So winds became a little gusty today as storms start to pull away. I've clocked some gust up to about 26, 27 miles per hour. So a breezy day, made it feel a little chillier with temperatures for the most part in the 50s. In the higher elevations at the moment, we're already dropping down into the 30s and the 40s. Okay, clicker, work with me. There's what we got. So a winter weather advisory again. Now, I showed you the mountains. The snow's really dwindling down. We're still seeing some come down. So as of right now, we have a winter weather advisory in place for 10 o'clock. Use caution when driving around up there. But we're going to talk about our next round of showers that are headed our way, Alan.
All right, thanks, Howie. Now, new details. The emails between former Shasta County Clerk and Registrar of Voters, Kathy Darling Allen, and the County Council are now public following an investigation into a $1.5 million grant from the Center for Tech and Civic Life. The supervisors approved the grant agreement back in April, planning to use the money on voter outreach and election staff training. But in September, Supervisor Patrick Jones requested a summary of Darling Allen's emails between her and the County Council leading up to that agreement. County Executive Officer David Rickert says this was to investigate whether Darling Allen attempted to have the grant passed without Board of Supervisors approval. Now, Rickert reviewed those emails saying that County Council told Darling Allen the agreement needed to go before the Board of Supervisors, but with slight changes to the membership application. It could go through without board approval. Slight changes would also need to be made to Section 12 of the agreement to avoid a second presentation to the board. Rickert said no changes were ultimately made to Section 12, and there was a representation in May of 2023. Now, Rickert concluded that the County Council is readily available to the board, department heads, and elected officials to help them make informed decisions. However, Rickert says it may be beneficial for County Council to provide training to determine when it is necessary to agendize items for board consideration. And Rickert said that he could not say if Darling Allen violated the law, but said if the board wants to conduct a more thorough investigation, it should refer to external legal counsel. Rickert says if external counsel finds that a law has been violated, then it can draft a referral for prosecution to the Attorney General. Now, Republican leader James Gallagher is requesting help from President-elect Donald Trump in a penned letter. Now, the letter was sent congratulating Trump and asking him to help him, quote, have common sense solutions to challenges in our state like housing, crime and energy, and gas prices and wildfires.
I think having a good cooperative relationship, with our president and with the administration is going to be very helpful to the many issues that we need to solve here in California.
Assemblyman Gallagher also told Action News Now that he believes Governor Gavin Newsom's call for a special session to Trump-proof the state is unnecessary. Gallagher plans to be at the U.S. Capitol for Trump's inauguration January 20th. Governor Newsom's special session is set for December 2nd. Paradise Town Councilman Steve Crowder is on his way back from Washington, D.C., and another round of lobbying for tax relief for campfire survivors. Crowder was joined by Plumas County Supervisor Kevin Goss, representing Dixie Fire survivors, and other leaders were there representing North Bay fires and the Marshall Fire in Colorado. Now, they met with several members of Congress, including Doug LaMalfa, Mike Thompson, and more than a dozen others, pushing for passage of H.R. 5863. Crowder said they made it clear that delaying relief is unacceptable. A vote on the bill is expected next week. California is one step closer to ensuring all homeowners have access to insurance, even those in high wildfire risk areas. The Department of Insurance final wildfire catastrophe modeling regulation has been submitted to the Office of Administrative Law for approval. Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara says that the regulation establishes never-before-seen coverage commitments from insurance companies. Now, this aims to stabilize the insurance market and expand insurance options statewide. Happening now, Chico's ice rink is open for the holiday season, and that's where we find Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe. She's live out on the ice. So Margot, how's it looking out there? I saw you skating a while back. It looks like you've taken the skates off.
Yeah, Alan, they are currently repaving the ice, and I know it's a little dark. My light just died, but it's been pretty good overall. If you want to take a look at the screen here, this is what it looked like earlier. Now, while I'm no ice skater on the ice, there's definitely been a few who have been doing way better than me. Picard has a lot in store this year, like theme nights and Taylor Swift nights, so sign me up for that one and for some of the ice skating lessons they offer. But this year, Card is offering a new item, Adult Broomball League. But if you do want to make your way down here, there are a few things to keep in mind.
So just know that we do not accept cash this year. Everything is card only, and then you will be asked to sign a waiver when you're down here at the ice rink for skating.
Now, the ice rink is open 7 days a week for this winter season, and some of the hours do change on holidays, but tonight is opening night, and if you do want to make your way down here, they are open until 10 p.m. But Alan, Howie, I would love to see you guys take the ice, and while I've had such a great time slipping around, I'm so bummed I have to leave, but love to see you guys out here soon. Reporting live in downtown Chico, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
Margot, you know I just had hip replacement surgery. What are you saying? Yeah, I'm not going to be on the ice.
Well, we can bust a move or bust a hip.
I'll pass, but thanks, Margot. All right, Cheapskate Monday tickets are $5. You can find information on pricing and hours on our website under news links. New developments in the push to rename the Sutter Butte, what we've learned in 2 minutes. And
we are Hmong. Hmong spelled H-M-O-N-G. And we are the people that help the American people.
We'll show you how the Hmong community recognized those who were lost in the so-called secret war.